I got my earbud in. Sometimes that makes me nervous if everybody's going to hear me or not. But feeding this morning, I kind of want to share. Every Monday morning, I send an email to a group of men that are men that are my friends, that are business owners and or leaders of men. They have they have men working for them. They have responsibilities. They represent our community, and it's more of an email encouraging them guys to continue. And a lot of them they'll send it on out to their companies. All their company employees will get it. But I feel like the Lord put on me to those guys, that those men that are business owners and business or like I said, leaders that have a lot of people that depend on them, and a lot of people that they're responsible for, and every decision they make affects a lot of folks. And I referenced the wagon going to Florida. We told the church yesterday, and I got a deal I'll post here in just a little bit if I can figure out how to do it. From Billy Keith, thanking everybody. Churches in East Texas all around us came together and gathered up stuff, and man, we sent a big 28-foot cargo trailer full of generators and gas and full of extension cords and bar oils and chainsaw stuff and rakes and shovels and squeegees and just all cleanup stuff, all stuff for the work and the effort. And Billy's video, he said, man, we had plumb run out of stuff, and then this wagon from Texas shows up, and Billy's the pastor of Rafter Cross, and they have a ministry that's what they do. They go into communities. I was able to show a picture of a 7-year-old lady sitting on a generator who they set up for some power, and then a picture of a trailer house where they actually ride up to it in a boat because it's still, and the water was at the door level. So just a great opportunity to help. But when a week ago, my Monday morning a week ago, I told them guys, hey, we're sending a wagon to Florida with material supplies. If you want to help, let me know. And some of them did. I mean, I stopped and gathered up some money. I went and got the trailer off of one of them and told him when I hooked up to the trailer, I don't know if we're borrowing it, if you're donating it, or if we're stealing it, because I don't know what we'll find when we get there. Sure enough, when they get there, they don't have no storage facilities. They don't have no place to keep stuff. So rather than just dump it, and they don't know that they'll use it. It's a big old trailer. They don't know if they'll be able to use it, but they need it for right now as just a storage. So we left the trailer. I don't know if we'll go back. We may end up taking a pickup load or some other stuff. If need arises, and we'll grab the trailer and bring it back. I mean, all that'll work out. My point is that he said that as we were hooking up to that trailer, he said, "Well, that's why you're hooking up to this one, because I know you well enough to know if I don't get it back, it ain't no big deal." And what kind of that's a friend. I mean, actually, that's not a friend. That's a brother in Christ. He's a Christian man, and he is a very successful businessman. He's smart. He makes money. There are people that are on this earth that can make money, and he's one of them. And he's saying, that's how God blesses me, and I know how God blesses and uses you. And if He uses you and needs this trailer to come for me, for you to do what He's wanting you to do, well, it's all God's anyway. So whatever ends up happening with his trailer, he ain't even thought of it again. I'm gonna call him later today and tell him what we ended up doing. But I know him. I know he ain't even thought of it again, and he is not worried in the least what happens to that trailer, because it belongs to the kingdom. That's how he sees it. But I wanted to emphasize. I'm gonna get up here and get pulled up where I can feed. There's something specific I want to share today, and I got to get my crap right. Often, and it's a little bit political, so y'all can just get ready to be mad and defriend me if you want to. I don't care when it comes to this. And this is on both sides. This is what I'm sick of in politics. Sick of. Sick of. Let me say that one more time. Sick of. In politics, election cycles. Sick of it. And I think every American tax-paying, hard-working American citizen ought to be sick of it. And I hope I don't lose connection here. Just about every time a tragic storm or anything happens in America, the fires in the Panhandle last year, we respond and we help our fellow Americans. And I'm good with that. That's what we're supposed to do. But here's what I ain't good at. Here's what I'm sick of. In my email this morning, I thanked them for helping fill that wagon. I thanked them for taking part in something. But here's the deal: we were filling that wagon. I wasn't. I did not send out an email or beg a thing. We did not beg people. We knew we were supposed to fill that wagon, so we give people an opportunity to help fill the wagon. We contacted pastors and church leaders in our area, cowboy churches, and said, "Hey, we're filling a wagon if y'all want to help." We did not panhandle. We give them an opportunity. Every town you stop at, there's panhandlers. I seen one the other day in Turnertown, Texas. I'm like, man, that's a busy, fast four-way. There's not many people go through Turnertown slow enough for you to get anything. But a homeless guy, look rough, panhandling. They're in every town. I don't have an issue with panhandling. I often contribute. I often roll down my window and give them whatever little cash is in my console, or if I got something in my pocket. I often wonder and pray for them, but I wonder what in the world got them where they're at. Why are they there? Here's what I'm sick of. I'm sick of politicians panhandling. Listen, if I was panhandling, look at these yearlings are waiting on feed. Now, if I had to panhandle in order to get the feed to feed these cattle, I don't need to be in charge of the cattle. If I had to panhandle and beg for people to contribute to my need to feed these cows and to provide for these poor bovine, and I just need you to contribute today. And well, you know what? I'd not be trusted with a single cow. I am sick of getting text messages about these deadgum politicians needing money. You get enough of our money already. It's called overtaxing. That tax the living snot out of us. And I get it. You don't use taxpayer money to be elected. But I'm pretty convinced if you was pretty good at doing your job, you wouldn't have to panhandle. There'd be so much support behind you already that you'd be like, I'm blessed. I'm so thankful. And the people appreciate the work I'm doing. They are making sure I get reelected by partnering with me in my reelection campaign. Or my first election. I'm telling you, my phone is blowing up with folks begging for money, and they're professional politicians. They've been in the political realm forever and a day. I don't get it. Let me tell you what I think. What I think is if you can't get taking care of American citizens, you can't figure out how to do a good enough job, and you can't do, and they ain't poor. They ain't poor. I ain't a politician as broke as me today. They panhandling us, wearing us out. Oh, you can ask a question. I don't know if I can read it, but yeah, you can ask a question. You probably might not like my answer today. Hebrews 13:16 says, do not neglect to do good and share what you have, for such sacrifices are pleasing to God. Uh, well, go ahead and ask it. I mean, don't quit telling me about it. Just ask it. We are to help. How often should one drink their own pee? Never. That ain't a political question. That's a dumb question. My daddy ain't give me nothing. Your daddy give you, and it ain't that much. It's 100 acres, by the way. And you must not know my daddy. because his will specifically said them boys of mine don't get a damn thing. So there you are. And I'm telling you, that's what his will says. Hebrews 5:42 says, give to the one who begs and do not refuse the one who would borrow from you. We're told to help. We're told to help people. We're told to help them. People that are in need. The response going to Florida and North Carolina with people in need has been amazing to watch the American. You didn't make me mad. Now, I'm broke. You're right about that. But I ain't no dog. It's amazing to me to see the people respond. I love it. I mean, it's encouraging. But I don't get why, as a politician, if you've done your job, tending to the people and meeting their needs, helping them, not meeting their needs like handing out free crap, but doing your job. I would think a gauge or maybe what's the right word? A gauge or a way to know that you are achieving or being productive is it that you would have support needed to maintain the position. It's just a thought, just a thought to ponder. In Philippians 2:4 says, let each of you look not only to his own interest, but also to the interest of others. Man, I mean, that's who we're supposed to be. I think it's good to be given opportunities to help, and it's good to take that opportunity and help and share and give to those in need. I just struggle with folks what don't got no needs asking for more help and more money from folks what's working their butts off to meet their needs and offering and willing to help others. So pay for what it's worth. And I don't know what I can't see nothing but part of what people say, but what's his name was trying to get me stirred up today, but he don't have that ability. He don't have he don't have that opportunity. He got a foul mouth, and he ought to realize women are on here. Other than that, he don't bother me none. I hope everybody has a great day. It is what it is. We're gonna feed, and we didn't ask nobody to send no money for feed because if we get to the day we can't afford to feed, like rescuing pet havens and stuff. That's great. Do your deal. Figure out how to pay for your deal. Quit begging everybody else to pay for it for you. That's my thought. Yeah, is this profitable? It better be. If it ain't profitable, I can't feed them. If it ain't profitable, why would I work so hard at it? But if same thing goes for any area of life, if it ain't beneficial, you got to make those hard decisions and cut out what ain't, maximize what is, so that you can continue and maybe have something to pass on to somebody else. Because I will leave land to my kids. I will leave property, land. Hopefully, good Lord willing, and I don't go broke between now and then. But it won't be from lack of effort. I hope y'all have a good day. Adios.